I think it's important when you start out using any kind of new product that you make sure that you are aware of any safety issues with that. So I wanted to talk about a few things to think about in terms of safety with essential oils. The first is just to start low and slow. See what your body tolerates. Don't try just dumping an entire bottle on yourself and seeing how that goes. Start with maybe just a drop or two. Another place or another thing to think about if you're going to use it topically, your forearm is really not very sensitive skin for most people. So maybe just start with a spot test. So put a drop of oil in your hand along with some carrier oil, and then just start with just rubbing that just in one little spot on your skin. Wait a few minutes, see how your body reacts to that, and then if you have no problems, then you can probably be safe to apply that in other areas. I recommend to, at least when you're starting out, always dilute. You may get to a point where your body tolerates some oils without diluting with the carrier oil. But I think at least starting out, it's a good idea to make those a little bit less potent, since they are really strong, powerful chemical constituents in there. Oils like peppermint, oregano, cinnamon, clove, some of those stronger oils, those ones I recommend to always dilute, because those are kind of a hotter oil. They actually will feel hot, kind of tingly on your skin. So those ones you always want to dilute. Places that you would never want to use essential oils, never, never, never in your eyes, ouch, never on like your mucous membranes, your like in your nose, inside your ears, not on your genitals, just, you know, really sensitive areas. You want to be really careful about using essential oils there. If you are going to choose to use essential oils internally, Young Living specifically has a line called the Vitality. So you know that these oils in the Vitality line are safe to ingest. I'm not familiar with other brands, so other brands might have ways for you to know. A general rule of thumb is that if you are able to eat it, then you're probably able to ingest it. So you've heard of like lavender muffins. So lavender is an essential oil that's safe to ingest. You can eat a lemon. Lemon oil is generally safe to ingest. You drink peppermint tea, you can ingest peppermint essential oil. In fact, when I was in my first trimester of both pregnancies, I pretty much never let peppermint leave my side. Let's put it that way. So just be careful if you're going to use them internally, and if you're using something that's a really strong antibacterial, like those cinnamon, those cloves, some of those hotter oils, you don't want to do those more than like 10 days in a row, because you can mess with some of your internal good gut health and good bacteria. So you want to just let yourself have a rest with that if you're going to be using some of those really strong, if you're trying to bounce back from something. I would always encourage you, if whatever essential oils you're going to be using, to check the quality. See my previous video on why I choose Young Living. If you don't choose to use Young Living, then just make sure that you feel confident about the quality of whatever oils you do choose to use. Be careful about using oils. If you have, make sure you do some extra research if you're in some kind of specific situation like pregnancy, nursing, if you're taking prescribed medications. You just want to be kind of careful and just do some extra research so that you know which essential oils are safe and that your body tolerates well for whatever your given situation is. And the last safety note is specifically about the citrus oils. You do want to be careful if you're using citrus oils topically, that those cause what is called photosensitivity, which basically just means that it makes you sunburn easier. If you remember back in the day, we used to use Sun-In on our hair. It was like this lemon juice stuff, and it would make your hair basically fry in the sun and get bleached. So the citrus essential oils, lemon, orange, tangerine, all those good ones, those can do the same thing. So you just want to be really careful not to go out in the sun or to put them somewhere that's not going to be out in the sun if you're going to use them topically. So there's some things to at least get you started thinking about in terms of safety for essential oils. So let's take some small steps together. Peace and love.